श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः वासुदेवेन्द्र योगीन्द्रम् नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुम् मोक्षोणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते साधनचतुष्टय सम्पन्नाधिकारिणाम् मोक्षसाधनभूतम् तत्त्वविवेकप्रकारं वक्ष्यामः साधनचतुष्टयं किम् नित्यानित्यवस्तु विवेकः इहामुत्रार्थफलभोगविरागः क्षमादेशटः सम्पत्तिः मोक्षत्वं च इति नित्यानित्यवस्तु विवेकः कः नित्यं वस्तु एकं ब्रह्म तद्व्यतिरिक्तं सर्वम् अनित्यम् अयमेव नित्यानित्यवस्तु विवेकः विरागः कः इह स्वर्गभोगेषु इच्छाराहित्यम् क्षमादि साधन संपत्तिः का क्षमोदमौ परमस्तितिक्षा श्रद्धा समाधानं च इति क्षमः कः मनोनिग्रहः दमः कः चक्षुरादिबाह्येन्द्रियनिग्रहः उपरमः कः स्वधर्मानुष्ठानमेव तितिक्षा का शीतोष्णसुखदुःखादिसहिष्णुत्वम् श्रद्धा कीदृशी गुरुवेदान्तवाक्यादिषु विश्वासः श्रद्धा समाधानं किम् चित्त एकाग्रता मुमुक्षुत्वं किम् मोक्षो मे भूयात् इति इच्छा एतत् साधन चतुष्टयम् ततः तत्त्वविवेक अधिकारिणो भवन्ति Yesterday we have seen two sampatti. One is called Titiksha and another is called Shraddha. Titiksha means endurance power without complaining, and even after endurance should not complain. Chinta vilaparahitam, and endurance towards all three types of pain we have seen. Shraddha, so endurance, sarva dukkhana, we have seen at three levels. We have to face different type of pain: adhyatmik, adibhautika, adidevika, and apratikara purvakam. This endurance should, without any resistance. Why this happened to me is called pratikara. Apratikara purvakam means it should not be resistance. And chinta vilaparahitam, we have seen the meaning of chinta means when we are suffering with something, then we keep on telling to everyone, I am suffering too much. It's called chinta. And after this whole episode is over, but still this all suffering, this pain is lingering in our mind. It's called vilapa. Titiksha means one who doesn't have this both chinta also and vilapa also are called titiksha nigadyate. This is called titiksha or endurance power. Second thing we have seen, shraddha kidrushi. And answer given by teacher is Guru Vedanta Vakyadeshu Vishwasaha Shraddha. Total trust in Vedanta Vakya also, and this Vedanta Vakya come from teacher. So in both, if you have total trust, it calls Shraddha. And second meaning we have seen, to accept Shraddha, all Shastra as a means of knowledge, is called also Shraddha. Now, today we have to see Samadhanam Kim. An answer is being given by teacher is Chitta Ekagrata. The meaning is called Chittasya Ekagrata. So focusing of our Chitta is called Chitta Ekagrata, and if Chitta becomes focus, this is called Samadhana. But now we have to see what is Chittam. What is the meaning of Chittam? It is not given in scripture. Let me clear you, but still it is given by Pujya Swamiji. He explained us according to his understanding what is Chittam. Today that I am going to explain. Even I think, yeah. I have written here about child. What happened to child when a child is in the womb of mother? It says after 5 or 6 months, this baby, one who is lying inside the womb, it has all feeling, even all understanding, only this baby doesn't have power of explaining, doesn't have power to even narrate anything. So if suppose parents fighting each other, everything is noticed by baby. If mother always do some good thing, puja or anything, is also noticed by baby. That's why in our Hindu Shastra, they always say, when mother is pregnant, she should read all good scriptures. Only for this reason, whatever mother does, all effect always is noticed by this baby. Even some uncomfortable situation, if parents are facing, this is also impact in our womb, sitting inside the mother's womb. So child has all type of sensation, expect only it cannot able to speak. So all feeling, understanding, and then such baby is born. So it says, what is the feeling of baby when it is born? All doctor says he always feel helplessness. This baby feel helplessness. I would to say even all animals, babies, even chicks of all birds, they are more independent compared to this human beings baby. Because after some time, 1 hour, I have seen that calf start jumping. Even these chicks of peacock we have seen after 1 hour, it comes out from egg, they start walking. So they become independent immediately after birth. But poor human being child, when it is born, it cannot be turned over, it cannot say able to speak, I am hungry, nothing. So what should be feeling inside the child? And we all are human beings. We must have passed through this experience. There is no exception. So this feeling is called helplessness. Then the baby has to survive. He would like to survive. Each and every baby would like to survive. And to survive, this baby has to become a dependent on someone else. So always it starts finding who can help me, and mother is there always. So mother starts caring of this baby because when it's born, fathers there is no much role, but always mother takes care of baby. Then that baby feels, yeah, there is someone who can help me. So this baby totally depend upon For its survival, it depends on whom? On mother only. So whenever mother goes out, baby starts crying. Why? So I feel again helplessness. What will happen to me? My mother is not surrounding. So this crying, even everybody has noticed, each and every baby has some, they would like some clothes of mother in he always used like to keep, if mother keeps her sari or some dupatta, then always baby always keep it. They never cry. So even in this cloth, they find his or her mother. So baby always comfortable with mother. And mother goes out, doctor says this child is feeling I am not something is good in me. That's why mother is always goes out. This is the feeling of the baby. So I'm keep on crying. That's why mother goes out, because mother cannot be 24 hours with after 6 months, 7 months. Mother cannot be always with child. She has to go even for job or something in cooking, something. So whenever she goes out, it cries. And again mother comes. Even this notice by the child, if I start crying, mother comes. Then if whenever mother goes out, starts crying, the reason is mother will come back. So I will feel less helplessness. Because of this purpose only, child cries. And it says, whenever something has happened and some big noise, something happened, immediately this child goes in the lap of mother. It feels secured. If I'm inside my mother's lap, so I'm secure. So this is the psychology of baby up to the 2 years. Then father also come in the picture. After 6 months, it also starts playing with the baby or something. So for parents, this baby, father and mother, which is Swamiji used to say, it's like an infallible. The child has total trust on his or her parents, because everything is taken care by parents. So my parents are infallible. They don't have any type of, any defects in my parents. That's the vision of the child for their parents. So if nowadays what happens at the age of 3 and even at the age of 3.5, I don't know, but now parents used to put in nursery somewhere. Then generally this poor child keeps on crying. The reason, it doesn't mean he or she is not comfortable in nursery, but in his or her mind, his child thinks, I am not that much good. That's why my mother and father give me out. This is the feeling the doctor says. And even they have noticed something. It says whenever something new starts in child, we always start with clapping. We admire the child. So it says if child starts a baby step, then starts walking, then nowadays all mobiles are available. They start taking on mobile. They send to anyone. Now my baby starts walking. So baby feels good inside. Then now I am something doing good for my parents. That's why because of this some action, my parents are happy. And it says, if sometime guest comes in this house, if guest comes, then this parents' total attention goes well to attend this guest. Then they have some in their mind, this child is not giving that much importance compared to the guest for time being. This is also noticed by child. Okay, now my parents are not giving that much importance. So what should I do for then I can make my parents happy? Then that child knows when I was starts walking and I am doing something, my parents are very happy. So if you have noticed, whenever guests come, the child becomes hyperactive. They're always running either everywhere. So in her or his mind is there, because of my this action, again my father then starts clapping because I have done something good. But at that time, parents maybe start scolding. Why are playing here? Go inside. Then doctor says, it gives a pain into the child. So that child become confused. Sometimes I start walking, I am admired. If sometimes I keep on moving around parents, they are scolding me. So which type of action I do, then my father or mother becomes happy. This confusion starts in my child's mind. And this is not only one incident I have just shared with you. There must be many incidents. Even sometimes, if more siblings, more brother, sister are growing together, then somebody are more smart than other one. Then in front of other child, if fathers or mother start praising another child, jealousy start. So from where this all starts? So jealousy start, I am not too much good, that's why my parents are admiring my brother or sister, whatever. So this all negativity starts from where? From childhood only. Then it says, after 3.5 years, now our parents would like to send them out in nursery or something. Then again child feel bad. Okay, I am not good. That's why my parents are sending, because I start crying, or if my parents scold me, I don't feel good. I show everything. This that's why my parents are sending me out. So in child's mind, I am not that much good. I am helpless. Still, they are sending me out. This is the feelings of child. And whatever they try to pacify child, it never goes out. And it says, Puja Swamiji's, our mother, father in child's mind is called infallible. Infallible meaning is like a Ishvara. He knows, or they both knows everything in child's thinking. It says sometimes some cockroach come, something, if suppose cockroach come, then mother jumps. Because she is afraid with cockroach, she jumps and she calls father. Hey, cockroach is here, some lizard is here. And this is also noticed by a child. Okay, now you look, my mother is also afraid with something. My mother has a fear. And when this child notice, even my mother has fear, then that sense of infallibility to see in parents, it breaches that until now child would like to see their parents as a Ishvara. They know everything, but there's so even simple insect can also make my mother fearful, then my mother is not that much good. It feeling comes from child's mind and it grows up. Even father has some fear, no? Must be some fear. So everything is noticed by, then say that trust, that's the Ravagyata of is breach. So there starts this child thinking, even my father, mother are not that much trustworthy. Whatever I trust put in my parents, they are not that much trustworthy. Is such feeling this child, and it says everything what is noticed by child is very painful because it doesn't have expression power. So whatever pain, otherwise when we have become adult, we express our pain generally by tears, we express our pain generally by anger, but poor child doesn't have some all expression. So what Ishvara used to do, he says, all pain, what child feels in active mind, Ishvara covers, it hides this pain. In 15th chapter, it comes, Mattah Smritihi Gnanam Apohanam Cha. Every day we are chanting in 15th chapter. So Bhagavan says, Mattah Smriti. If people can remember, even it is because of me. Another word is called Apohanam. The meaning of apohana means to hide, to cover, is also because of me. So this apohanam, Bhagavan starts for whom? This little kid. Because if this starts feel this all pain, it cannot be bearable, child may become a die. So this is Bhagavan's blessing to survive child. All pains what child feels, everything is covered. One by one, it all covered. And in this way, the child grows up. And again, it goes in school. In school also, teachers are sometimes behaving differently. Even schoolmates are also behaves differently. Everything is hurt the child. Still, child doesn't have capacity to everything tell him loudly to anyone. So everything is stores. So all pain stores where inside the subtle body, where Bhagavan can store this pains of child. It says the name of this is called Chittam. So everything is stores in the Chittam. And nowadays the word is the unconscious. I have read somewhere. It's called unconscious. So one day I have shared we have three minds. Shastra says one is conscious, another is called subconscious, and third one is called unconscious. Generally, we know what is going on conscious mind and what is going on in subconscious mind. But anybody, they don't know what is sitting in our unconscious. Even they never call it mind. It's called unconscious. And this, the meaning of unconscious is not now this person become unconscious. It is not like the unconscious means person doesn't know what is sitting inside. And unconscious, I have written somewhere, I don't, but unresolved pain. So always, even child, when we are child, we are looking for some infallibility in whom we can have total trust. So that trust breaches with parents. Then this child goes into the school. There also nobody can understand that child. So there also the trust, even teacher, the trust among all school friends, they cannot keep. So again, that child starts to find out where I can put my total trust. In that situation, child become adult and get married. And after marriage, if both are comfortable, suppose if both are comfortable, then after 2 years, this child, which is sitting inside in the form of unconscious, would like to come out to solve their pain, which are unsolved pain, unresolved pain. They would like to come out. And they would like to, and how they come out, not with out of love and care. It comes out with some anger, some expectance from partner, and if doesn't fulfill, then fighting start. So why people fight? The reason is nobody knows why they are fighting, but they don't know the unconscious is sitting inside. And more unconscious is heavy, more person is disturbed. So Chittam, that's why in every way, yesterday also I told you, Shastra doesn't say Samadhanam is Manasaha Ekagrata. Even Shastra doesn't say it's a Buddhehe Ekagrata. Generally we think Ekagrata should be on our intellect only. But Shastra says Ekagrata is always Chittasya Ekagrata. Because when our mind is more or less calm, it says when unconscious tries to surface in our mind, so it says whenever our active mind, more or less calm, subconscious mind is always working, but whenever our conscious mind becomes calm, then unconscious problem just one surface in form of pain also. And everybody must have noticed whenever someone hurts us, so what we start feeling every time people are hurting me, every time comes, whenever there's some situation comes, I am the victim of everybody's hurt. This feeling comes from where? From childhood. That's why all psychiatrists say how to live our life is decided by whom? It says whatever we have lived from 1 up to 5. So whatever we are experienced in our mind or whatever, it brings our nature. then we behave accordingly on. So each and everybody's behavior is different. Why? So everybody's is brought up is different. Everybody's parents are different. Everybody's background is also different. Even parents' education different. All mix, and then poor child born, and they don't know how to care the child. And then after some time, child starts fighting with everyone. The reason is even child cannot handle one's own unconscious. This is only thing, nothing else. Because when I said both are married, then maybe husband or maybe wife starting to find out unfallible tattva in husband or wife. And even this husband and wife also is in her own unconscious. So they cannot take care, how to take care of another's partner. And that's why only fighting start. So we need, each and every human being needs someone in whom we can keep 100% trust. So is anybody is available in whom we can keep 100% trust? So more and more we investigate, more and more we know there is a no, because each and every person has their own past, each and every person has their own childhood, and they have their own problem. So to whom we can keep 100% trust? And answer is only one, it is called Ishvara. That's why there is a one sentence of Pujya Swamiji, we cannot bypass Ishvara. Why we cannot bypass Ishvara? Because only in front of Ishvara, we can tell whatever pain we have inside. So unconscious, where we can unload our own unconscious, there is only one thing, is called Ishvara. Or either Guru, if they have total trust in Guru, then Guru, but still, compared to Guru, Ishvara is the best. We can tell whatever we like, and more we unload our unconscious, then only our mind can be focused. Otherwise, this unconscious never allowed active mind to become calm. And this chittam is not for this birth. It can be carried forward all our past. So we don't know how many births we have. That's why some have phobia of something, some have phobia of many things. So this all phobia comes from where? This is from unconscious. So I was always would like to share, there is a one book, Many Lives, Many Masters are available. Dr. Brian Weiss, or how they pronounce, I don't know. But in that, there is a one lady, Catherine, I think Catherine, it was there. And she has some phobia problem. And she met this doctor, Brian. Then he would like to take this patient in this 1 to 5 childhood. Is called, what is called? Regression. It's called regression. No, it's called regression. In regression, doctor generally take patient up to between 1 and 5. Everything is noticed, but even right now we don't know what is sitting inside our mind. But if doctor asks what is problem between 1 and 5 years, then that person starts talking. This is happened, that's why what happened. So every doctor would like to record in regression what patient has spoken. So this doctor also would try to take this girl between 1 and 5, but she went in her past and she has gone through more than 20 births. And whatever phobia she is carrying, this is called chittam. Then he has decided, that doctor, because except Hindu, nobody is ready to accept Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Only in Hindu culture we believe we have many more and more births. So she was disturbed. Okay, why this too much problem? And now doctor has also accepted each jiva has many births, and it keep on coming. And what is the purpose? Again and again, we become a Manushya. Why? Every time Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. So doctor has decided, because to mature our mind, we keep on have another birth, another birth, another. And this is called Chittam. The Chittam is equal to our unconscious, and unconscious may be some lighter also, some be heavy also, somebody, but we don't know what is sitting inside. And according to Mandukya Karika, this all our unconscious pain, it is called as a Kashaya. So it says, while sitting in meditation, if unknowingly some painful incident surface in our mind, we have to understand this is Kashaya. This is technical name, but we can say is the unresolved pain. And generally, unconscious never become active in grostha life. Why? Because in active mind there are so many problems. They cannot tackle the active mind's problem. So what to take about unconscious problem? So whenever person live some conducive life, when there is a no much problem, then only this unconscious surface. So if Swamiji said, if you start living in Gurukula Vasa, there is no responsibility, nothing to do. Then active mind has to do nothing. Then slowly this unconscious starts. And after 2 years, even Swamiji has told us, if you start fighting to each other, if you start seeing, even they would, even students start seeing some defects in teacher. They don't like teacher after some time. Why? The unconscious. Because child doesn't like parents after some time. Because they have total trust on parents, and parents have breached this trust. The same they start in first in child's means student's mind. Teacher is like a parent. Guru is like a parent. Then after some time, this problem comes out. In Puja Swamiji used to say, this is my whole beard becomes gray because of my student only. They keep on fighting with me. Why you are behaving with me? You are not behaving like other student. This all comes from where? Is the unconscious truth. Sometimes say, okay, first you are telling you start do something, but after some time you will stop. That's why I am not good in your mind. This whole thinking are called unconscious problem. But how can it solve it up? Even if Guru says this is your unconscious problem, they are more aggressive. How can you do like this? So only we can unload our unconscious unto the Lord. And that's why Bhagavan has kept his lap open, like all Devis, what I am sharing, their lap are open. We can consider ourselves, I am like a little kid, and like little kid can anytime can go and sit on the mother's lap. Same even Dakshinamurti's lap is open, all Devis, their lap is open. If you start doing like that, then our chitta problem, unconscious problem will be solved. And if it is solved, then only becomes focus. So that's why without Ishvara, you cannot bypass. And if somebody starts telling, Aham Brahmasmi, I am something. So in our active mind, Aham Brahmasmi is there. But in unconscious mind, it never accepts Aham Brahmasmi. It starts telling you, please solve my problem. Then I can accept what you are telling Aham Brahmasmi. That's why we have to take care of our chittam. But how can we take care of? There is no way except like that elderly lady has offered all the kachra in front of Lord. Same way we can unload all our problems. Unknown problems, known problems. We can offer to Ishvara and day will come. We are not bothered. What keeps on coming. Any person, if they sit quietly and try to remember past, always give some sadness. Why? Because we cannot face our past, which is full of sadness, full of pain. So we always avoid. That's why Vivikta Desha se Vidvam is not possible generally for all people, because when we sit alone, it keeps on coming. Our past we cannot face. So these all values, why Bhagavan has mentioned, to become free from our unconscious. Apohana is very nice for, is a blessing of Ishvara, but still this Apohan power, because of this Apohan or hiding power, we cannot face our unconscious. This is called Chittam. So now if we see, so Chittam, what is the Chittam? So I say in our subtle body, there is a called Antahakaran Chatushtaya. Karanam means instrument, Antaha means inside. It's called Antahakaran. This is our Indriya Bahya, is subtle but still Bahya. But Antahakaranam, we can never able to see. So Antahakaranam Chatushtaya. There are 4 things available in Antahakaranam. What are the names? So they have given Man, Buddhihi, Ahankaram, and 4th one is Chitta. And that Chittasya Ekagrata. Otherwise, there are Man, Buddhi are sitting there, but they never say Man Ekagrata or Buddhi Ekagrata. They say only Ekagrata of our Chitta. The meaning of Ekagrata means Ekameva Agre. In our mind, whatever we have focused, only that thing is called Ekagra. If we are listening, then our mind is always focused what is going on in words, called Ekagra. Same way, if we are doing something else, something we are preparing chai, if our total focus in preparing chai is called Ekagra. Sometimes we ask, have you forgotten sugar? So I have put, but why we don't know? Because we have not done with focus mind. Ekagrata was not there. That's why Ekagrata means Ekamaiva Agre. If our mind is there, it's called Ekagrata. So once I went to meet Puja Swamiji in Rajkot. He came to in the Rajkot ashram. And we were talking, we are meeting him personally, and one more family was sitting with us. And that family has little kid. So it was, a door was open and it was is serving. Because of one wind becomes closed and we can make a sound. So that little kid immediately he runs and keep in mother's lap like this. Then Swamiji says, now this is building unconscious. He said, this why we don't know how much we have gone through. It was so fearful. Okay, what happened? It's called unconscious. So how our chittam, that is unconscious, can go? So I have written here, only we don't have any choice. We have only this much choice, but it is reason. I have written, except our painful past. Our mind should be able to accept our painful past. Each and everybody's past generally must be painful only, if they think then. So how can we make our mind understand even painful past is also good for us? So I have shown here, we can tell our mind, nowadays now mango starts, but we never buy ripened mangoes because they added so much medicine inside. So we always take unripe mango. Then what we used to do, we put in grass, and after some time, 15 days, they becomes ripened. Why? Because of heat. This all grass, they give heat and they becomes ripened. So heat is needed to make any fruit ripe. Same way, in pot maker, if we go in pot maker's place, they prepare a pot, then put inside the fire. And they say if they are inside the fire, they need some heat, then become strong. If you add any water, it can sustain. So we need to put this pot also under the fire. Same way, to make all ornaments pure, what goldsmith does, they put inside the fire. Same way, so to make pure, to make even ripen, we need heat, and for human being, heat is equal to all pains, because all pains give heat inside. And this pain help to our mind mature. If we take it positively, if Bhagavan has given some pain only because good for me, because whatever hit comes in our life, if we say after some time, no, that pain will pass, it becomes, one type of milestone for us. We have changed our life. So we have to accept, because here, Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityar Mukshiyamamrita, that watermelon comes out from the creeper when it is become ripe. Same way our mind becomes ripe and mature, then without any effort it comes out. It never have any type of attachment with any family member, but for it, it should be go through some pain. If we accept our past, then our chitta little bit unloaded. Same way here I have written, whatever given us lot is a prarabdha karma by Ishvara to us. So it is, Bhagavan knows, he is a karma phala data, which type of papa punya if I give this jiva, it will be better for him or her. So this past pain is also one type of blessing for me. If we can take it positively, then we don't have that much problem. And I have written here, in our life, we think this is some accident happen. Accident means not literally accident, but some incident we never expect from. But sometimes it happens. So it, in our eyes, is accidental, but it was destined by us. Ishvara is destined. So if we accept everything, then we won't have much complaint. And again, to come out from this problem of unconscious, 3-sentence prayers are very much helpful. So if you keep on doing, then it will go. Our chitta, but when it will go, we can't say, but definitely if we keep on do some effort, it will go. Only thing is, we should unload our unconscious. Then we can speak it out. We can share with even Ishvara also. I don't know what is sitting in my mind. You please take care of everything. It is called, we are unloading our unconscious. So even 3-sentence prayer, we are unloading our unconscious. If we are doing any prayer meaningfully, we are unloading our unconscious. So without Ishvara, we can, like a puppet, we can say everything, Vedanta, all Upanishad, but it never touches another people also. Why? Because that person is still problem. I know one person, he can speak, or even she can speak, even this na anta pragnam na bahish pragnam, they are very beautiful mantra, even in Mandukya Upanishad, he can explain so beautifully. And that person has requested me, can you come to my house for Viksha? And I went. Then he showed there are many tablets he is taking. So I said, this is tablet you are taking of what? So he says, this is sleeping tablet. So I says, why you are taking this? So he says, there are many problems, no? That's why I'm taking. So what is the meaning of understanding this Vedanta? Means our active mind knows everything, but unconscious mind is not still resolved. Then this problem occurs. And this unconscious problem is solved by only Ishvara, even not by us. Because unknown, we don't know what is inside. That's why without Ishvara, we cannot resolve our unconscious. Obstacle for jnana. That means you can see that person has not consciousness. That's why karma yoga is very much necessary. They say if you don't do Shravan Manana, it's okay. But your karma yoga purifies our mind. Even I would like to tell, there is a 6 minutes, we will see tomorrow also. But there are we are a Manushya, so we are born with some Papa and some Punya. When we have to experience our Papa, then some painful incident occurs in our life, and some when we have to exhaust or experience our Punya, then some happiness comes. And if somebody says, I am not interested even Punya also, and even I am not interested in Papa also, so what person should do? So still, I need Punya. If person asks for what purpose, so I can neutralize my Papa. It's like one is no weighing machine. In weighing machine, if one side is a Papa and one side is a Punya, so if we live a prayerful life, if we have life of Ishvara, then this punya will be more, and this papa will go, it will be less. Less papa, chitta shuddhi is more. Because we are not interested in Swarga. Iha Swarga Bhogeshu Ichharahityam. So we are not interested in this any type of experience of happiness here or after death. So whatever punya in our prarabdha, we ask Bhagwan, you can use it for what? Chitta Shuddhi. So Karma Yoga produce lots of punya, and this all punya we can use well for Chitta Shuddhi. There are many people I have heard, I am not interested in punya. The foolish people, if they are not interested in punya, we need punya for what purpose? Not for experience of happiness, but we need punya for purification of mind. How can it possible? It neutralize our papa. And more neutralized papa, our mind is more cheerful. So this is called Chittasya Ekagrata. And I have written here, how can this Ekagrata comes? This focus of mind, how can it come? So I have written here, we can start japa. In japa also we will see, because right now I don't have much time, because japa is not like Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, but while chanting also our mind should be focused. Our mind should know I am doing Om Namah Shivaya. Sometimes happens Om Namah Shivaya in one pala and our mind is in second. Mechanical japa is never given, entertained by our Shastra. So japa should be consciously. So our ekagrata will increase even by meditation. And during meditation, if mind goes out, and at that time to bring my mind back, this is the very important part of meditation. When a person cannot sit for meditation, then every time mind goes back, and then again we have to bring it back. It is the very important part. So meditation, Shanahi Shanahi Uparame. This is the shloka given in 6th chapter. Shanahi Shanahi, our mind, Shanahi, slowly Uparame, it will be resolved. Buddhya Dhruti Gruhitaya. It should be taken back by our own buddhi. So more we do, more we become focused. So chittasya, chit can be taken care by Ishvara only, and ekagrata we can develop through japa or meditation, everything. And this is shloka is given. This is from Vivek Chudamani. Sarvada sthapana buddhehe shuddhe brahmani sarvada tat samadhanam iti uktam natu chittasya lalanam. This is not what is the meaning of chittasya lalanam. There are many tantrums are sitting inside. When kid was small, they say, I need car. Then we have to fulfill that. Then that child become happy. When we become adult, then some more other desire. I need house. And this person has done something bad for me. Then if we start giving what you are thinking is correct, then it is called Chittasya lalana. Pampering our own mind is called lalana. We should not pamper our justification. We should not pamper our tantrums. We should not even pamper what are the negativity sitting in our mind. Then the people starts giving justification. We should not give. Nato chittasya lalana. Then where should I keep? This is our sarvada buddhehe sthapana. Our intellect should place where Shuddhe Brahmani. Our buddhi always with Brahman. But if some interference come, it comes from where? To our chitta. And if that pain comes, we should not entertain it. Let it pass. Let it pass. It's called chittasya lalana. This is called samadhana. Tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.